Hello and welcome back. My name is Dee Dee and my husband and I, Robert, are in the process of remodeling this manufactured home. I believe it's a 1981. In the future, we have hopes that we can have a house built on our property here. But in the meantime, we're remodeling this 1981 manufactured home to the point where it's livable and looks nice. Anyway, what we've been doing lately is painting. The entire inside was brown paneling. If you've been following the story, you know it was completely dark in here, somewhat like a dungeon. However, we went through, or I should say Robert went through and used our paint sprayer, and he sprayed kills throughout the entire house, floor, walls, cabinets, everything. And then he went through and then he sprayed white everywhere. So now we have to go back through and re-roll everything to get like a nice thick coat of white on everything. And I've been working on the kitchen this week. It is taking quite a bit of time. One thing that I didn't really realize that would be so labor intensive is the amount of caulking that needs to be done. In manufactured homes, I'm not sure about newer ones, but like I said, this one's pretty old. There's little pieces of trim all over the place because of all the paneling. I'm assuming they have to cover that up with trim pieces. Well, when that's all wood, none of it's caulked or painted. And so when we go through and spray it, then all of a sudden you can see every little staple mark and all of the cracks around the trim look really terrible. So I'm taking my time because I very much feel like a job worth doing is a job worth doing well. And so I want it to look nice. I'm not sure how long we'll be in this manufactured home, but in the meantime, I want it to look good because I have to look at it every single day. So like I said, it's taken quite a bit of time to get all of these cracks filled with caulking, but the end result is so much nicer. Now, I didn't do this in our master bedroom. When we went through and resprayed that, we were at that time living in our travel trailer. Well, we were living between the travel trailer and the manufactured house here. So we were going back and forth and we were desperately in a hurry to get out of the travel trailer and into the house. So I didn't take time to go back and do all of that meticulous, finicky little finish work because I knew I could go back and do it later. We were just trying to hurry. But in here, I want to go ahead and do it on the first round. So I've been working really hard on that all week. So far, I've got the kitchen completely done. I've caulked all of the little seams. I've caulked all of the little holes all along the trim where they put it up. There's a staple probably every foot or so. That, like I said, is very time consuming, but I'm glad to have the kitchen mostly done. There is a bit of work in one area that I still need to do in the kitchen, but for the most part, that's done, except for the top cabinets. I think I'm going to leave this creamy white color. The bottom cabinets, I think we're going to paint a different color just for fun. We didn't have any upper cabinets in our last house, and the bottom ones we painted navy blue. So I thought it'd be fun to paint a different color on the bottom in this kitchen and just see how that turns out. But I want to leave the uppers this nice bright white color. It's actually a bit of an off-white. I think it'll look really nice and bright that way. I really, really want to be careful not to darken up the space too much. So most of the lighting we left up just for the simple fact that I didn't want to spend all the money to replace the lighting right now. It serves its purpose, which is to light up the space. While they're not necessarily my style, I want to go through and kind of just replace them one at a time, or maybe kind of save up for that. As everybody knows, it costs a lot of money when you're moving, and so I want to kind of like replenish the coffers a little bit before we start jumping into buying stuff that doesn't have to be replaced right this second. In the kitchen, however, Robert really wanted to take down the fluorescent lights in there, and so there's some holes in the ceiling. There's also some damage to the ceiling, and I've caulked that. We'll go through and paint it and make it look really nice. But in the meantime, it's a little bit low lighting in the kitchen, but it's not too bad because there's a lot of windows on this side of the house. So as you can see, we're a work in progress. We still have to paint the floors. Maybe eventually we'll put flooring down, but right now we're actually just doing a garage floor epoxy on them so that we can clean them really well. But we're not going to be doing floors until after we get all of the wall painting done, obviously. Like I said, we started in the kitchen, that way we can get the kitchen back to functioning, but we still have the entire rest of the house to do except for the master bedroom, bathroom, and closet. So we'll just keep working on this just a little bit at a time. Just moving the needle every single day, and eventually we'll get it done. Robert has this coming week off, and so he's going to be helping me on this project. So stay tuned. We'll have more to show you as we continue to remodel this lovely, as we continue to remodel this lovely 1981 manufactured home. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate you taking your time to spend with us. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Vitamins and history books, psychology and a different way to look at it all. 'Cause my perspective is broken. If suffering's a way to earn your keep, I better start putting miles on my feet. But I'm so tired of wandering.